Hello children, welcome to our today's session of Social and Political Life Part 1, Lesson number 5, Panchayati Raj. Children, in the last session we have seen the administrative work at a village level, okay. What is Gram Sabha, how is Gram Panchayat formed, then who is Gram Sevak. So, we have seen the slides of these concepts. Now, today we are going to read the lesson, okay. So, open your book children, lesson number 5, Panchayati Raj. What happens after people elect their representatives? How are decisions made? So, in this lesson we are going to see what happens once the people elect their representatives and how are the decisions made, means whether the decisions are made by the people of the village or by the representatives. So, here in this lesson it is a story of a village called Hardas village. So, let us have a look at how this takes place, how the administrative structure takes place in a rural areas. So, here we look at the Gram Sabha, which is a meeting where people directly participate and seek answers from the elected representatives. Means here you can see the picture, okay. This is a picture of a Gram Sabha where a Sabha is held of a village, and here the people, okay, all the adults of age 18 or above, they are sitting here for this meeting, and plus whom they have elected as the representative. These members are sitting here, okay, see this. So, this is a meeting of Gram Sabha. So, this is the first meeting of Gram Sabha in the Hardas village where new members have been elected. So, now let us see what happens in this lesson. So, it is a special day today. Everyone is rushing to get to the Gram Sabha. Do you know why? Because the Gram Sabha is holding its first meeting after the election of the Gram Panchayat. Means after the election, once the elections are over, the members are elected, okay. Then that members, they have conducted a first meeting. So, the people of this village, they were very anxious, and that is why they wanted to rush for the meeting, because they wanted to see actually what these people have decided or what are the things they are going to implement for the benefit of the village. The Gram Sabha, it is a meeting of all adults who live in the area covered by a panchayat. Means under this panchayat there may be one village or there may be two villages, but here in this story or in this lesson there is only one village, okay. So, this could be only one village or few villages that comes under a panchayat. In some states, as in example above, a village meeting is held for each village, okay. Now, here the meeting is held for each separate villages. Anyone who is 18 years old or more and who has the right to vote is a member of Gram Sabha. So, who is the member of Gram Sabha? A person who is of age 18 and above is a member of Gram Sabha. He has the right to participate in this meeting. So, the people of Hardas village are keen to find out what the new panchayat leaders have planned for the village. Means these people are anxious, they are very keen, they wanted to know what the new members of this panchayat have planned for the welfare of the village. Now, we will see Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha meeting, it begins with panchayat president, who is also called the Sarpanch. Means this Gram Sabha meeting, it begins with the Sarpanch. Sarpanch is the head of this panchayat, and the members of the panchayat, that is the Panchs. Who are Panch children? In the last session we have seen each village, it has different wards, okay, and these wards, the people of these wards, they elect one person among them as a Panch, and like this all different Panchs, okay, or from each wards one Panch is elected, and all these Panch, they among themselves they elect one person as a head, and that person is called the Sarpanch. So, this Gram Sabha, it begins with Sarpanch and the members of Panch. Now, here the Panch, they are presenting a plan on repairing the road that connects the village to the main highway. Means They have now the first agenda is about the roads. Okay. So, the Panch, they are showing a plan of constructing a road that connects the village to the main highway. So, they are these people, okay, here the Panch, these are the Panch children. Okay. So, they are showing a plan to these people of the Gram Sabha, okay, to the people of the village. So, they are showing a plan of constructing a road which is connecting their village to the main highway. Now, after this, the discussion moves to the subject of water and water shortage. So, first discussion was regarding the road. Now, second point of this agenda is regarding the water and water shortages. First, we will read this. Every village panchayat is divided into wards. Okay, children, as we have seen in the last session, every village, it is divided into different wards, or we can call it as smaller areas. So, each ward, they elect a representative who is known as the ward member or Panch. Okay. So, each village has different wards, and from each ward they elect a member called as Panch, and all the members of the Gram Sabha, they also elect a Sarpanch who is the Panchayat president. The ward Panch and the Sarpanch, they form the Gram Panchayat. So, who forms the Gram Panchayat? Answer is the Sarpanch and the Panch. The Gram Panchayat is elected for 5 years. The Gram Panchayat has a secretary who is also the secretary of Gram Sabha. This person is not an elected person, but he is appointed by the government. The secretary is responsible for calling the meeting of Gram Sabha and Gram Panchayat and keeping a record of the proceedings. Means the see children, regarding this meeting, somebody has to give the message to the village to the villages, to the people of the village. Okay, somebody should be there to arrange the meeting. So, who does this work? This work is done by the secretary, and this secretary, he is not appointed by the villagers. Okay, he is a government body, means he is elected by, he is appointed by the government, and it is his duty to see that meetings are held. Then people of the villages are properly informed about the meeting. Then his work is to record the meetings, okay, to keep a record of all the meetings, again also to keep a record of the budget, how much expenses they are it is occurring, etc. Now, okay, a villager called Tijia begins the meeting by saying, the water problem in Hardas has become very acute. Very acute means very serious. Okay. The hand pump water has gone well below the point up to which the ground has been drilled. We hardly get any water in the taps. Women have to go to the Suru river, which is 3 km away, to get water. One of the members suggested piping water from the Suru and making an overhead tank in the village to increase the supply. So, children, now here they are facing the problem of water shortage. Okay. So, one of the person from the village, his name is Tijia. What he is saying? He is saying that the villages are the people of their village, they are facing the water problem very seriously. The water is very short. The hand pump, okay, there are many hand pumps in the villages. So, the hand pumps, the water in the hand pump has gone very low, below the point at which the ground has to be drilled. So, what he is saying, they are unable to get water in the taps because of this. And again he is saying that women of the village, they have to go to Suru river. Suru is the name of the river. So, they have to go Suru river, which is 3 kilometers away from their village, and from there they have to get the water. So, here one more member, he suggested, he gave an idea. Okay, what he suggested? He suggested that piping water from Suru and making a tank in the village to increase the supply. So, another member of this village, he is suggesting an idea that we can make pipes, okay. From the Suru we can connect the pipes from the river to the village, to the tank in the village, and this will increase the water supply. But now what is the problem, you see? But the others think that this will be expensive. So, other people, they are thinking, they are feeling that this is an expensive way, means it will cost money for building, for making these pipelines and connecting it with the tank. So, it is better, they feel, to deepen the hand pumps and clean the wells for this season, Teja says. So, here Teja, what he is again saying, he is saying that making a pipeline is an expensive, okay, it is very expensive. So, one thing we can do is, we can deep the hand pumps, okay, we can deep the hand pumps and we can clean the wells for at least for this season. This is not enough, okay. Who is saying this? This is not enough, we need to do something more permanent, as groundwater levels seems to be going down every year. We are using more water than is seeping into the ground. So, here some other persons, they are suggesting that this much is deepening the ground, deepening the water pump is not enough. This is not a permanent solution for the shortage of water. Instead, we have to use something else. We are using what he is saying, we need to do something more permanent so as to increase our ground level water. We are using more water than is seeping into the ground. So, what other members are suggesting, they are saying that whatever water is seeping into the water, into the ground, more than that amount the people are using the water. So, we are getting the shortage of water. Now, here another member, okay, one more member called Anwar. So, what he is telling, Anwar, he tells that everyone that he has seen ways of conserving water. Conserving water means saving water, and again recharging, okay, how we recharge our mobiles, like that he is saying that he has seen the ways of preserving or saving and saving the water, and again recharging or filling it in a village in Maharashtra, where he had once gone to visit his brother. It was called as watershed development, and he had heard that the government gave money for this work. So, this Anwar, okay, what this Anwar is saying to the people, he is telling the people, to the Gram Panchayat, that when he has visited to his brother's house in Maharashtra, there he has seen a watershed development. Now, what do you mean by this watershed development? He is saying watershed development means conserving, okay, conserving, saving the money, water, and plus even if the water gets over, again we can recharge or refill the water in a village. So, this idea he is suggesting, and even the whatever expenses that were occurred for this watershed development, it was paid by the government. In his brother's village, people had planted trees. They have constructed the check dams and tanks. So, what he is saying, in his brother's village, people, they have constructed the dams, they have made tanks, and they have planted trees. So, whenever there is rain or more rain, the water will get collected in these tanks and the dams, and thus they can use this water. So, everyone thought this was an interesting idea, and the Gram Panchayat was asked to find out about it in a detail. So, this idea, all the people of the Gram Sabha, they felt that this is a good idea, and the Gram Panchayat and the people or the people of Gram Sabha, they asked the Gram Panchayat, they told the Gram Panchayat to find out about this watershed development in detail. Now, the next item on the agenda. Okay, first point of the discussion was regarding children what? First point. Second point was water. First point was regarding the construction of the roads that connects the village to the main highway. So, second point of discussion was regarding the shortage of water. Now, the third point, okay, we will come to the next item or on the agenda for the Gram Sabha is finalization of the list of people below the poverty line. BPL, B means below, P means poverty and L means line. So, poverty means very poor, okay. BPL means the people who are extremely poor, who are unable to get even food for one time or two or one time. So, these people will called as below poverty line. So, the another item for the discussion was finalization of list of people who are below this poverty line, which had been approved by the Gram Sabha. Now, as soon as the list is read, so one of the punch he started reading the list, started reading the names of the persons of the people who are below this poverty line. So, as soon as the list is read out, people began to whisper. So, what do you mean by whisper? Whisper means murmuring, okay, speaking very slowly in the ears of each other, very slowly, so that another third person couldn't hear that. So, as soon as the list is read out, people began to whisper. So, what the people are whispering, what are they murmuring? Natwar has just bought a color TV and his son has sent him a new motorcycle. So, how can he below the poverty line? So, here in the list there was a name of a person called Natwar. So, the people started whispering that Natwar, just now he has bought a color TV and color TV is very expensive. A poor person is not, he cannot buy a color TV. So, Natwar, he has bought a color TV and plus his son has sent him a new motorcycle. So, how can his name will come under this list, BPL list? Surajmal mutters to the person sitting next to him. So, Surajmal, he is also a villager, he mutters means he is speaking very slowly to a person who is sitting next to him. So, okay. So, as soon as, so who is whispering about Natwar? Surajmal is whispering to the person who is sitting next to him. Then again Saroj is another person. What he is saying? Saroj says to Sukhi, okay. So, here the people, they are discussing with each other, they are murmuring, they are whispering with each other. So, first one Surajmal, he murmurs or he whispers to the person who was sitting near to him that how can Natwar name will come in this poverty list. And again one more person called Saroj, he also says to Sukhi Bai that how did Birju's name get on the list? He has so much land. This list should have only poor people. Okay. So, again one more person called Saroj, he whispers to Sukhi Bai, means he is speaking in the ears of another villager called Sukhi Bai, and what he is saying ki again how come Birju's name is there in this list, whereas Birju is so rich, he is having so much land and this list should contain only of poor people. And this Saroj is saying that Om Prakash is a landless labourer who can barely ends meet, yet his name is not on the list. Means this Saroj, he is saying that Om Prakash is a name of a person of their village who is very poor, okay. He is not having a land and still his name is not there in the list, and how can this happen? You know that both Natwar and Birju are friends of Amir Chand. So, what they are saying? They are saying that Natwar's name is there in the list and again Birju's name is also in the list, and this Natwar and Birju, they both are rich, they are not so poor. Then and plus they are the friends of Amir Chand. So, who is this Amir Chand? Who Who can counter Amir Chand's power? Sukhibai says, Amir Chand, he was the earlier zamindar, okay, landowner of the village and still has a control over lot of land. But we should get Om Prakash name put in it. Means these persons, they are, this Saroj and Sukhibai, they both are having conversation with each other. They are saying ki Natwar and Birju's names are there because they are the friends of Amir Chand. And who is this Amir Chand? Amir Chand is a landowner, okay, he is rich and earlier he was a zamindar. He is having a control of lot of land. But still they say, okay, let it be, but still Om Prakash, who is so poor, his name must also be there in this list. Now let us see the Sarpanch, okay. He notices people whispering and asks if anyone has anything to say. So this Sarpanch, he is seeing that the people are whispering with each other, they are murmuring they are speaking slowly or they are having a discussion, conversation with each other. So he is asking the people of the village that did they have any doubt or do they want to say anything about this list. Here Saroj tries to provoke Surajmal to ask about Natwar and Birju. So here Saroj, what he is trying? He is trying to provoke Surajmal. He is telling Suraj, he wants Surajmal to ask the question of Natwar and Birju in this meeting. But he keeps quiet. Why he is keeping quiet? Because Amir Chand is sitting in the Gram Sabha, keeping an eye on everyone. Means this Amir Chand, who is a landowner, who was a zamindar, who is having a lot of land under his control, he is looking at each and everyone. Means he is having an eye on everyone, and he is observing that whether if anyone will speak anything about Amir Chand or about Natwar or Birju. So Saroj gets up and he says that Om Prakash name should be there in the BPL list. So this means sometimes the people are afraid, they are scared of the zamindar. So Suraj, what he says, what he does, Saroj, he gets up, he gets up and he just takes out the name of Om Prakash. Okay, he just says that Om Prakash name must be there in this list, but he does not speak about Natwar and Birju. Why? Because they are the friends of Amir Chand. So others agree that he and his family are very poor. The Sarpanch asks how his name had been missed out. The teacher who did the survey of BPL family says, Om Prakash house was locked when I went there. He may have gone somewhere to look for the work. The Sarpanch gives instructions that Om Prakash family's income be looked at, and if it is less than what has been decided by the government, his name should be included in the list. Now when Saroj, he gets up and he tells that Om Prakash name must be there in this list, then all the people of the village, they agree with this point and they say that yes, Om Prakash, he is so poor, he is very poor, he is not having any land, so his name must be there in the list. So by hearing this statement, Sarpanch, he asked the teacher, because here the teacher goes for the survey of this BPL. So he asked teacher ki why Om Prakash name is not there in the list. Then this teacher, what he replies, he says that when he has gone for the survey, that time Om Prakash was not there in the house, he must have gone for work. So Sarpanch, he gives instructions that Om Prakash family's income must be looked at, and if his income is very less than which is decided by the government, then his name must be there in this BPL list. So here you see the Gram Sabha is a key factor in making the Gram Panchayat play its role and responsible. It is the place where all plans for the work of Gram Panchayat are placed before the people. Gram Sabha prevents the Panchayat from doing the wrong things, okay, like misusing money or favoring certain people. It plays an important role in keeping an eye on the elected representatives and in making them responsible to the persons who elect them. Now we will see, children, about Gram Panchayat. Okay. The Gram Panchayat, it meets regularly and one of its main tasks is to implement the development programs for all the villages that comes under it. So, here just as I have told you, Gram Panchayat, the Panchayat may have one village under it, or it may have more than one village. So, it is the work of this Panchayat to may implement the development programs, okay, of the villages that comes under it. As you have seen, the work of the Gram Panchayat has to be approved by the Gram Sabha, and whatever decisions, whatever programs this Gram Panchayat is implementing, that has to be approved by the Gram Sabha. In some states, Gram Sabha forms committees like constructions and development committees. So, in some states they have committees, they have appointed different committees for different works. So, these committees include members of Gram Sabha and some from the Gram Panchayat who work together to carry out specific tasks. Now, you can see this picture, okay. Two village panch from Maharashtra, they are the panch, okay, children, okay, ward members who were awarded the Nirmal Gram Puraskar in 2005 for the excellent work done by them in the Panchayat. So, even the government, there are schemes, okay, there are schemes by the government that if some persons, if a sarpanch or panch, if they do some good work, okay, then they will get the award also. So, these are the two panchs from Maharashtra who got the Nirmal Gram Puraskar award for the excellent work they have done in the Panchayat. Now, we will see what is the work of Gram Panchayat. The constructions and maintenance of water sources, roads, drainage, school buildings and other common property resources, levying and collecting taxes, executing government schemes and related to general employment of the village. Then sources from where they get the funds, they get the funds from taxes, then government schemes and donations for the community workers. Now, let us see what the Hardas Gram Panchayat was able to do. Do you remember the options that were suggested to solve the water problem in the Gram Sabha of Hardas village? So, when the Hardas Gram Panchayat held a meeting, this point was brought up again by some of the members. This meeting was attended by the Sarpanch, ward members and the secretary. Gram Panchayat members first discussed the suggestions to deepen 2 hand pumps and clean 1 well, so that village would not go without the water. Again, Sarpanch suggested that since the Panchayat had received some money for the maintenance of hand pumps, this could be used for completing this work. The members agreed and the secretary recorded their decision. The members then went on to discuss the options for a long term solutions. They were sure that the Gram Sabha members would ask the questions. Some panch asked whether the watershed program would make a substantial difference to the water level. A lot of discussion followed. In the end, it was decided that the Gram Panchayat would approach to the block development officer and get more information on the scheme. So, this is the last paragraph, children. 3 levels of Panchayat here we have read already. First is the Gram Panchayat, then second comes the one is at the block level, which is called Janpad, and or the Panchayat Samiti. The Panchayat Samiti has many Gram Panchayats under it, and above the Gram Samiti it is the district Panchayat or the Jilla Parishad. So, here Jilla Parishad makes development plans at the district level, and with the help of Panchayat Samitis it also regulates the money and distributes among all Gram Panchayats. So, within the guidelines given in the constitution, each state in the country has its own laws with regard to panchayats. So, this idea is to provide more and more space for the people to participate and raise their voice. So, hope children you have understood this lesson very well. What is Gram Sabha, what is Gram Panchayat, who is Gram Sevak, then what are the 3 levels of Panchayat. Okay. The first is the Panchayati Raj system, it is the first level, then comes the one is the block Panchayat, Panchayat Samiti and Gram Panchayat. So, Jilla Parishad, okay, blocks. Just go through the go through the slides once again, go through the flow chart that I have shown you. It will be more easy for you, it will go more easy for you to recollect the whatever given in this lesson. So, just go through that slides and go through this lesson once again. Children, read this lesson because the next lesson is almost same related to with our this lesson. So, I will meet you in the next session. So, please go read this lesson once again and will meet you again in the next session for the next lesson, lesson number 6. So, till then see you, goodbye, thank you.